Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about a big one, an uncomfortable one, an unpleasant one, how to fire your lady. So could be that you're firing her out of the blue for something egregious that happened. It's not so hard to fire them when they fell asleep on the job babysitting your child or they keep forgetting to do something over and over again. They keep calling out sick. They keep showing up late. You've got cause. When you're firing for cause, it gets a little easier because you both really know what's coming. But when you've just grown out of a lady or she's delivered she's giving very mediocre over and over again, and you're just ready to make a change. Maybe you've reached out to me behind their back, not letting the lady know, someone you found on your own or from a previous agency, and you're ready to level up and work with a great agency and hire a great lady. So you've already done that part, and now you just need to fire your lady. Here's some ideas. It's not fun for anyone, but here are some suggestions. 10 plus years in this industry. Hopefully that can help you. So the first suggestion is one I often have. You've heard me say it before. I'll do it for you. It's not really honoring of your relationship, but if you're really, really horrified to do it, I do have some clients who they can't do it themselves. They say, look, Rena, you've helped me find a great lady. I'm ready for her to start next week. I cannot fire my current lady. This is why I've accepted bad behavior and subpar performance for all this time. I'm overpaying for poor quality cleaning or babysitting. It's all because I dread the conflict of this firing conversation. And I can't tell you in life, do I need to tell you how long we continue to accept things that we shouldn't because we're avoiding that confrontational conversation of setting that boundary for ourselves or making that change. That's really what keeps us stuck in so many things in life. So this is no different. So if you really can't do it, I could do it for you if you're my client. Obviously it's awkward. I don't know the person at all. It's kind of disrespectful of your relationship. Do it when you're prepared for her never to come back and work in your house again, after the last day. I would say it's not the kindest thing to do, but better than not doing it and sticking in a bad situation. So duck, dodge, give it to someone else. Make me the bad guy. I'll do it. The next suggestion I have is to make an excuse. Talk to your rabbi, your pastor, your guide in life. Talk to check in with your inner compass. See where you feel about white lies, about kind of skirting the truth, making up an excuse. But honestly, the goal here is to fire them and to have you both retain some sort of level of comfort in the situation. Again, just like having your agency or someone else do it, it's not the best recommendation, but if you really can't, we're first dealing with someone who really absolutely cannot do it, has zero comfort with a conflict conversation, has tons of anxiety, and really can't handle it. Then, the person who could handle it and can have the conversation themselves, but can't say, hey, we're moving on. This relationship wasn't working for us. You need some cover. Say, we're going away for a few weeks coming up. We can't afford to pay you for that time we're not here. We don't think it's fair to you. And we're transitioning to different needs. We're probably putting our child in daycare. We're going away for the entire summer after that as well. Financially, this just isn't supportive, appropriate for us anymore. Possible. A lot of people's financial situations is changing in these last few years. Very, very common. So, you could duck under that. Now, it may be true, and I certainly recommend that there is truth involved in this, if at all possible. I certainly wouldn't feel comfortable unless I'm basing this around a true event. I'm going away for Passover holiday or spring break. My family's going on a vacation that, we're not going to be able to cover that time for you. And soon after that, we're making other choices. So blame it on a vacation, a holiday coming up, financial struggles. I don't know who doesn't have financial struggles since COVID. So that's a truth kind of, couched in a story. So those are some things that can be said and done to make this possible. Now, and still comfortable for you. The kind of best solution, and not everyone is up to it, I know, but I want to give you courage to be up to it because it's really the best one, is just to be honest. Because in our hearts, we really know anyway what's going on. If you think back to conversations that were bombshells in your life, afterwards you can see the signs, or in your gut you knew. If you ever were fired from a job or someone transitioned out of a situation with you, sometimes you knew in your gut, really that it was coming, but you didn't want to see it. So depending on your level of awareness and gut instincts, she may know what's coming anyway, especially if you've had any conversations with her up till now about performance, which in all fairness, you probably should have if she's at a point of needing to be fired. Again, this is why I've said this a million times, so that's why I say again, this is why my agency stays involved for the long term, is because I just think it's so important as an agency to be a partner in the success of the relationship for my client with their employee. And this is why companies have human resources departments. You're an employer when you hire a domestic staff, a babysitter, a housekeeper, a live-in. You're employing someone in a job that's $30,000 plus a year. And with that comes a lot of demands, a lot of expertise that you need to apply, a lot of responsibility. And that's not, you want help. You don't want work. But being an employer takes work. So as in the agency, we're not just here to give you a phone number at Made to Match. We are here to support you. So we're there for that whole long ride. So we have that firing conversation for our clients. They don't have it to do anything. If they're working with us and 2-3 years down the line, they're letting someone go, we can have that conversation. I would say it's almost never in 10 years, maybe twice happened, because the relationship is so good, because we're there to talk about any issues that come up along the way. So if I've already addressed an issue with someone and it did not get fixed and I'm being called on, or my client is having to have a firing conversation, that's also very rare, but they should have seen that coming. So I say it's only fair to give someone a chance to improve their behavior. You should be, if you're doing it on your own or with an agency, guiding the behavior of your employee. If you said nothing up to this point, but let things fester until you're like popping, which is it's very common. Don't feel bad. It's very common, but would have been probably better to give them a chance to improve. But if we're here, then just be honest. The best thing you can do is sit down and say, hey, listen, this isn't working for us. We've really valued your time with us. We've really appreciated the work you've done for us. State the positive. It's kind of like that great suggestion that I've taken on recently. Instead of saying, sorry, I was late, I say, thank you for your patience. Acknowledging that the person had to use patience, and I'm thanking them for that. It's amazing. So say, thank you for your hard work and the time you have given us. It's time for us to transition. Steal my words. Thank you for the time you've given us, for the help you've given us, for the care you gave to our child. It's time for us to move on. This isn't working for us anymore. We really appreciate your help. Again, you always hear me say it, up, down, up. Thank you. Not working for us anymore. Best of luck to you. I'm sure you're going to find something great in the future. Thank you again. Done. And then set how you want the relationship to end. Most people don't want that person in their house again, like for 2 more weeks. If it's a good relationship, you just have a hard stop coming up, you have to switch to a live-in, then please give them 2 weeks notice. If there's going to still be great vibes going forward, but negative vibes remaining in your house, it's a real danger. Don't do it. If it's someone's last day and you gave them no notice, it is common courtesy to give them some kind of severance. A week is great. Not everyone can do that, but I would say it's consideration for the fact that you're giving them zero notice. You don't want them to give you zero notice. And I definitely see what comes around goes around in this industry. So I would try to give them some kind of warning or severance. But again, you have to protect your family. That's first, foremost, last, beginning, everything. So if you're firing someone and it's going to be contentious, that's their last day. That's their last minute unsupervised in your home. It's just got to be. That's it. So hope these things help. I'm always here to reach out to for questions. So feel free, no obligation. Don't have to pay me, don't have to be my client. I just really, truly care about families having safe and good experiences in their homes. So subscribe, post questions or comments down below. So happy to have your feedback. I'm new to this and just trying to share my 10 plus years of gained knowledge, much of it learned the hard way in the first couple of years. So please, comment, reach out, DM, and I'm happy to help if I can privately or answer the question with a video. Subscribe so that you get these weekly reminders that, hey, there's some new information out there that might be your question and be helpful, instead of having to go and seek it out actively, which nobody has time for. The amount of alarms I have in my phone for things that I probably should remember on my own are a lot, but hey, you know, whatever works for you. So that subscription is really for you to keep up to date with some good information that could really warn you about scams out there, potential problems, red flags, great ideas, answering questions you probably have. So we really appreciate the subscription, but really it's for you. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.